Hey everyone, what's up? How are ya? Hope you're fine. My name is Anya, and it's still December 29th that I'm recording this. I don't know if you can hear these sounds outside, but people are. It's what time is it? It's midnight, and somebody's shooting off fireworks outside. So yeah, they're legal again, thank God. The stupid politicians couldn't keep up their ban. Where's my hair? Here. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. If you hear loud bangs or maybe see some lights in the windows, that's people celebrating New Year's a bit early. Um, yeah, now I'm totally out of what I usually say, but let's watch some creepy videos, or rather, 5 videos that demonstrate flaws in reality, part 7.
Some time ago, I mentioned to you that today, a new branch within
Yeah. Wait. Fucking cable slipped out again.
the world of the paranormal was beginning to take on great strength. And I mean the so-called failures in reality. This branch
Sorry, but I think from the times this has happened before, I think you guys don't really hear it if my cable slips out. Because when I edit, I don't really hear the sound very differently. Only now it's not in my speakers, but my headphones, but it's coming up my speakers. So, well, never mind. Let's go back and start again.
The world of the paranormal was beginning to take on great strength. And I mean the so-called failures in reality. This branch suggests that spirits, poltergeists, and paranormal manifestations may not have anything to do with the afterlife, but rather may be proof of failures in our reality. Errors in an artificial world where we believe we are alive. In this video...
Whoa. I'm always open for discussions, whether it's some kind of matrix, simulation, whatever, but where we think we are alive. I mean, maybe I just misunderstood what she's saying, but I do believe we are alive. Whether we're in some little pod and have shit stuck into the back of our head and are just thinking we're living the life we're living, you know, but we're still alive. Jeez, that was loud. Even if it's just in this little pod. So, but then, yeah, maybe that's not what she meant. Maybe that's just me misunderstanding.
We will see a set of footage where it seems to be the exact moment was captured where those errors take shape. Completely unreal things that you will not be able to believe that happened, and that will probably mark in your mind the true possibility that this reality is not as real as you thought. Get ready because it's coming strong. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we're featuring 5 videos that call glitches into reality, part 7. We begin this investigation with a rather particular recording. From the town of Charlotte in the state of North Carolina, Melanie Sanchez, a faithful subscriber to the channel, was in charge of sending me the strange video that takes this position. A clip that impressed her while watching random videos on TikTok, and for which to this day, she finds no explanation. The image corresponds to a security camera installed in the kitchen of what appears to be a restaurant. In it, several employees are observed making different preparations, within which the young woman who is seen handling lemons stands out. It is here where the inexplicable becomes present.
Why? Because the picture is so choppy? Or, well, not the picture, her movement? Oh, that's her
and then cut it in
talking.
half once more right there. You can see me cut it, right? I go get a bag, back for the lemon, and I grab the lemon, and I touch it, and I'm like, why is it not cut in half? In my face, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm like inspecting it, I take it out of the bag, I grab this lemon, trying to see if I cut that one out.
So the lemon grows back together, or is... Maybe she didn't cut it all the way. Maybe the knife.
She says that she had already cut the lemon in half,
but it
to
looks
proceed
as if
to cut the other one also in half.
Cutting it in half.
However, when she takes the two separate pieces to put them away, she realizes that a half was never cut. And it was not that the knife was not sharp enough.
Okay.
The lemon was intact, as if it had never been cut. Her hand touches the other lemon to make sure if she had cut the previous one. The young woman's reaction reveals the strangeness of the situation. And it is that both she and those who have had the opportunity to see this footage cannot understand how she should cut the lemon again when it is clearly observed that it had already been sliced just a few seconds before. Do you see any flaws in the sequence? There are no cuts in the image that give us the possibility of thinking about a supposed edit, nor is there any trick where the lemon is changed. The same lemon is always observed in the image without anyone taking it or handling it in any way. There are those who even say that the lemon is now in fact whole, as if neither half had ever been cut. Do you see this?
No.
Users indicate that in this second, the lemon is now intact, and that is why the girl touches the cut part, as if wondering, hadn't she cut it already? Number 4.
Honestly, I have no clue what to make of these glitches sometimes. And all I can say is, as always, either she faked it, or I don't know. I've been wondering about the topic, whether we live in some kind of simulation. I've looked it up, the original thesis. I haven't read it yet. I've been wanting to do that for weeks. I hope I will find the time at some point, because I really do want to look into the whole do we live in a simulation thingy. So maybe then I'll have some more ideas or answers or theories, because so far I don't. I mean, we do live in a simulation to some point, as to all the theater that is being played for us on television, on media, you know, the whole political bullshit. That I definitely believe that these people who rule and lead the world, they are staging a play for all of us to believe. But apart from that, I don't know. Never mind, let's not get into that. Let's, at some point, I'll hopefully, as I said, we'll have read the whole thesis about the simulation, and then maybe I can say more, have some other ideas or whatever. I don't know.
There is no doubt that strange phenomena that occur in the sky have been in the spotlight in recent times. And further proof of this was what Daida Velasquez recorded with her mobile phone. From the south of Chile, our subscriber explains that one afternoon, and after a day of family celebration, they began to see small lights moving in the sky from their house. which is why they went out into the patio, thinking they were incandescent sparks from a campfire or something similar. They never imagined what would happen just moments later.
No puedo mirar. A mirar acá arriba.
Up there, where? Oh! Any theory? It kind of looks like that part over here looks.
Mira, mira,
Oh no,
cosas así.
not anymore. At first, I thought it looks like a flock of birds, but birds don't look like sparks, glittery light,
Así.
and it goes
Mira,
on up
si le
to
haces así,
here.
de ir así.
I mean, could it be? Or maybe are there flocks of butterflies? Because this part up here just kind of reminded me of fluttering butterflies. Could it be that butterflies, but do they fly that high up in the sky? That would be weird as well. And sure, maybe whatever it is that bright because wherever the sun is, it's shining right at them. But yeah, that sounds like what's the term? In German, we would say it sounds like what I'm trying to do is get an explanation that I pull there, that I pull here by the hair, you know, kind of like I'm trying very hard to find an explanation while there is none, or I don't know one.
Mira, Daira, lo haces así, mira.
Could be some kind of reflection. It looks cool though, it looks pretty. Could it be some kind of weather phenomenon, cloud phenomenon? I've never seen, I mean, we've watched a lot of these videos now, and we've never seen anything like that, have we? Now the movement kind of reminds me of birds again. Now it's just disappearing. Weird. And there's little up here.
At first, I thought it might be fireflies. But after doing some research, I realized that fireflies almost never leave the grasslands and bushes where they live.
Aren't fireflies usually green? I mean, I told you in my videos last year that last year during, I think it was June, was the first time that I was out in the woods at night and I saw fireflies. But they were little green lights, and yeah, and they were like really tiny. I mean, but then they're okay, but that's just German fireflies. Maybe all over the world there's different ones that have different light and are lighter or brighter, fly differently or higher
If that
up.
were the case, the camera is too far away to notice them. There are hundreds of lights that move, and that at a given moment begin to revolve around a certain sector.
But then wait, but maybe there are some kind of other insects that are like fireflies or have the ability to shine a light or sparkle like that.
It was definitely not sparks, since they came from a higher part of the sky. It was so strange that another person from another place also wrote to me about this situation.
Oh, okay, that's a different view. Oh, the other one looked a lot brighter and more golden from the sun, I'm guessing.
It could be birds. But do you know of any kind of bird that generates its own light?
No. Wait, here for an instant I was reminded, the way it was spinning, I was a bit reminded of a tornado. But then what kind of a weird formation would it be? Wind with what flying in it? See,
It could be birds. But do you know of any kind of bird that generates its own light? Is it some manifestation?
I mean, they wouldn't have to manifest their own light. It could all be reflections of the sun. But what birds are that bright or just white or reflect like that? Most birds have dark feathers or colorful feathers and are not just reflective, or for lack of a better word.
Related to the UFO phenomena, or a failure in reality. Questions that, like those lights, remain in the air because they cannot be answered with certainty, since obviously it is not something normal.
But it does look pretty. I like it. Whatever it is. Could it be some kind of leaves hurled by the wind? That doesn't make sense either, does it?
Number 3. Brian Yuvalcaba is the impressed subscriber who wrote to my email, sending a disturbing footage he found while watching TikTok. As you can see in the image, there's a young man who was getting ready to dominate the ball in his room. However, he was being interrupted by a boy, so he moves him towards the back to perform the stunt on camera. It was at that moment that those who watched the broadcast were completely surprised to see the strange situation that occurred. Pay attention.
Oh. Well, wouldn't it be... Okay, this is kind of weird. At first I thought maybe he was just replaying that as a loop. But then, well, I guess the kid is just moving back and forth. Although it does look a little weird. It looks like it's a loop playing his movement back and forth. But the dude with the ball is moving differently.
You can immediately tell that it's in some sort of loop because of the way it moves back and forth. It's not normal. It's as if it were recording in which you constantly rewind and fast forward. However, the image is always continuous. You can see that the ball presents a natural and constant movement. So if there is editing in this video, it is very good. Do you think it is edited?
Corner there.
Could it be a bug in reality?
I don't know. I'm going with the, it's either it's a loop just of that corner where the kid is, or that kid just happens to move rhythmically back and forth, looking like a loop.
What you think? Number 2.
I mean, maybe whoever edited the video did that on purpose, just to Have people talk about it, or just to play a joke on people watching, and have them talk about it. Or it was just, yeah, or it's just a kid. I mean, we all know kids are kids, and they do weird things sometimes, or we did weird things. The other day, where was I go? Oh, I was just, yeah, I was going grocery shopping, and this kid, I was walking in one direction, and the kid came past me, and he was doing the thing not to step on lines. I'm pretty sure you've done it. I know I've done it. You know, when you have tiles on the floor and you don't step on the lines. And I had to grin to myself because I had forgotten that I did that for a long time as a kid, and it was cool to see that. Well, cool, just it was fun to see that kids still do that these days. You know, that they just nope, don't step on the lines between the tiles. That just
For
popped into
people
my head.
who have had the misfortune of being in a tropical storm, or in the worst case, in a hurricane, they know perfectly the havoc that the wind can cause.
I just been
Cutting cables, raising objects.
in a handful of typhoons back in Taiwan. That was creepy, but none were ever luckily that serious to cause any extreme harm.
And uprooting trees, among other things.
At least never where I was.
These are the impressive images that the media capture.
Oof.
That was what a person was recording, surprised by seeing the force of the wind and how it almost twisted the trees. However, inadvertently, he noticed a very particular detail. A detail that I challenge you to see if you can discover it for yourself.
Well,
Since it is a detail that could be one more piece of evidence of flaws in our reality.
oh shit. Oh god, everything goes flying. What?
Did you manage to realize what is happening here? The
No, I'm
treetops
looking at
clearly reflect the direction
table.
in which the wind is blowing. So how do you explain that those
chairs.
apparently plastic tables and chairs go in the opposite
Oh.
direction? How can that be possible?
Well, maybe there's a wall there, and then the wind, where the wind is led into into a different direction. I absolutely did not notice that. No, because I was just looking at the tables and the chairs flying, and didn't. I just looked at the trees once, and then I went back. My gaze went back down. I was just thinking maybe, you know, when you have the circular, but the eye of the storm isn't that small to have the trees go in the one direction and the chairs and stuff into the other one. There must be some kind of something that breaks the wind and lets it go back into the other direction, I'm guessing.
Although it is hard to believe,
I mean,
this
here
is
it's
not the first time
obviously
this
going-
unusual phenomena has been captured. Similar images had been recorded on previous occasions, contradictory images that both
was
for
the thumbnail,
meteorologists
wasn't it?
and for people in general are absolutely incomprehensible. Could this be a failure in reality? Tell me what you think.
That's
Number
weird.
1. The video that lies in this position came into my possession thanks to Johan Arias, a subscriber who in his email tells me that one day he was in a room with his younger cousin. The minor amused himself with plastic cards that at times fell behind the bed, and he always went to pick them up. However, the last time he performed this action, he was met with an absolutely meaningless scene. A scene that I am sure you would have recorded too. Pay attention.
Vea, está suspendido, no hay nada para pegar, no hay nada. No hay nada que
It's
esté
not
pegando
sticking
esto.
to anything.
Está 100%, se había caído detrás de la cama. Está 100%.
Well, and depending on how young the cousin is, maybe, I don't know, you licked it so it's moist and then you can stick it to the wall.
Suspendido.
Or magnets.
No hay nada para pegar. Para que... Voy a quitarlo. No hay nada.
Or it's just sticky
nada,
from
¿sí?
sticky kids' hands.
Pero ya un momento. Voy a mostrar el carro.
Hmm.
El carro. No tiene nada para pegar. Vea, no está nada. Se cae. Se cae 100%. Vea. Se cae. No hay nada para pegar.
Hmm.
Se cae.
What explanation can you find for this? Even without stopping the recording, Johan tries to show that the card cannot stick. There is no adhesive tape, nor is there any kind of glue seen. Then how does the card stay in this position, especially on a completely smooth wall? Without a doubt, these are clear signs that this case is completely real. Do you think the same? Let me know in the comment box.
Yeah, well,
Because this video...
Like I said, my closest guess, maybe some just, dirty, sticky hands, and there was some residue left on the car that made it stick or licked it and whatever. Otherwise, no clue.
has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.
But I like the video all in all. So far I've been liking all the videos tonight. I like these. Generally I like these glitch in the Matrix videos. Because they make me think more than all the creepy stuff. I kind of seen too many of those. That as to still really care sometimes whether it's paranormal or not. But these Matrix glitches, they're like a new challenge to think about. That's why I want to read the original text about this about this simulation thingy and learn something new perhaps. Yeah, so you guys, I hope you enjoyed the videos as well. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day or a great night, and see you in the next video. Bye.